We still don't know who the next president of the United States will be, as hundreds of thousands of votes are still being counted. Here's where we stand tonight. 270 electoral votes are needed to win the presidency. CBS News reports former Vice President Joe Biden has 253 votes after projected wins in Wisconsin and Michigan late this afternoon. President Trump has 213 electoral votes. In Philadelphia, more than 150 people will work 8-hour shifts, 24 hours a day, until every vote is counted in the Keystone State. The election commissioner says results will not be reported until that happens. And in Detroit, Michigan, there was chaos outside a vote tally room. Police had to push back crowds after election officials told dozens of challengers they could not go back into the room because it was over capacity. And elected officials in New York are anxiously watching the vote count because the outcome could have a major effect on the financial health of the region and its recovery from the pandemic. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer has more.
Think of the 2020 presidential election as a train barreling into the station. Depending on who wins, New Yorkers could be on the train to economic recovery or under the train, crushed.
The fiscal health of this region absolutely hangs in the balance.
The numbers are truly stark. The MTA needs over $10 billion. City Hall needs over $13 billion. And Albany needs over $60 billion. And since Governor Cuomo and Mayor de Blasio have been frequent critics of President Trump, if he wins a second term, political pundits predict it could be tough sledding, a financial recovery on the local tracks, not the express.
If federal aid doesn't come in either during a lame duck, Donald Trump presidency over the next couple of months, or if he wins the presidency for another 4 years, you could be looking at billions of dollars in cuts becoming permanent.
Mayor de Blasio was grilled about the fiscal implications of the election.
Without federal assistance, you're talking about a much longer, slower recovery. Makes no sense to have us have to struggle our way through without help.
It could mean service cuts, tax hikes, and for the MTA fare and toll hikes. But experts say that even if Joe Biden wins, he could also have trouble delivering for the metropolitan region because Republicans could still control the Senate. That prospect has put pressure on key members of the New York congressional delegation to negotiate a stimulus package.
Whoever is president, we're going to have to come together to crush the virus, to provide direct relief to everyday Americans who are struggling.
We have to go back and fight to make sure that we provide the resources for this economy to get back on track.
The need for federal aid is critical for the MTA, which is facing the worst fiscal crisis in history. Without an infusion of capital, officials will be forced to propose draconian cuts at the next board meeting in just 2 weeks. I'm Marcia Kramer, CBS 2 News.